is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Hope you're ready.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? Player 2 has the right. Can they exploit disadvantage? Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 is almost dead with a clutch drive moves and a few prayers. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Parries the attack. Checks him with the projectile. Somersault kick. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Breaks him with the Sonic Hurricane. They're going for the super art. Breaks the block with a throw. Burnout activates. Drops him from the air. Right lead is there, but still anyone's game. Boom! Looking for a chance. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Let's loose him. Drops him hard. Sonic Boom. Puts the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Keeps him out. Checks him with the boom. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. The overhead attack. Draw super hard income. What a finish! Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to beat out the jump? There's a corner switch. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Somehow switches back all the way to center stage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Box them with a target. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The pressure is so intense here. Burnout activates. Goes for the super art? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. All right, what's coming up next? Had the radar up and running. Checks them with the boom. Player 1 in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sonic Blade's a fistful reaction. Sonic Boom. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Perfect read with the drive parry. Perfect boom. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a nice read. Denies him with a somersault kick. Blocks it. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. Looking for a chance. Checks him with experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Smart play with the throw. Keeps the drive. Boom! And they create an opportunity for themselves to field. That back row was huge. What were they thinking? Amazing! Baked it on the fireball. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nothing stops this train. Uses the target combo as a filler. They just won't stop switching sides. Steals back a chance. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh man, this is a scary range. Are they going to be able to come back? That off. Player 2 all in with a rush. Can this drive bring them back? Oh, they switch sides. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Looking for a hole. Noticeable goes to the air. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. There's the burnout. Ugh. They're just gonna go for it with the super. I called it. The super's blocked. Get them in the air. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rhythm. There's an overdrive arc. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to do tons of damage. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life Legal experiencing burnout. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in catches them. Knock springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks him with the boom. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for a super. They're not playing around. This is experiencing burnout. There's a change of stop. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 is the last fighter standing.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready? Then show me.
Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both sides looking for an opening. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Who's gonna make a move? Super meter is looking there right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fight.
Rolls out the Sobot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Holds out with the block. Barely blocks the jump in. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Grabs and throws them away. Gotta be careful not to whip at this. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. So, what's next? They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Sonic boom! Player two will look to apply pressure here. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Checks him with the boom. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Rolls out the throw. Oh, the throw connects. Let loose a boom. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Sticks out a kick. Less than 20 seconds remaining. But tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Reads the jump in perfectly. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Looking for a hold. Here comes the corner pressure. In attack range. The fighters are out of time. It happens, though, when the fighters are evenly matched. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. It's a good spot. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead, and easy. Both sides connects with the throw. This could lead to some big damage. Both absolutely throws them. Oh, here we go. It's the drive. Medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Sonic Blade for some cover fire. Sobot to pin him. Blocks the low kick. Amazing. Player two. No way they did that. Oh, but burns out. Oh, sees right through him. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shows a medium kick. Sonic Blade's a fishbowl reaction. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Will that drive impact get punished? The counter is blocked. Throws him. What's next? Oh, easy tag. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've piled up their knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Player two can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Knockdown and... Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a strike. Ooh, what a smart throw! A quick breather. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From upstairs. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Sticks out a kick. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Sonic Boom drops them from the air, throws them. Oh, here we go. Hits the drive. Both are ready to put all the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Saw it all. With a hit. Okay, genius read with that throw escape. Knocks that off. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, huge step. You never know what can happen here. Amazing. Noticeable lightning. What a finish. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sonic Boom. Jump. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. All right. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Solid combo. Reads their mind and takes the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Fires off in overdrive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Can't tech the throw. Does a good job of pushing back. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. Flicks out the blade to creep up. Medium kick hits. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Knockdown and looking for a chance. The throw is tech. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checking their reactions with a fireball, they both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Misses the drive impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both sides have the super gauge match. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. What'll happen here? Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Checks him with the boom. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Drive time. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Cuts in with the drive impact. Reaches out with the lightning kick. Overhead. Ooh, you never. Oh my, the throw tech. Sonic Blade to steal a turn. Wall smash into the cross break. Player two needs to close them. Both sides getting confused as their drive gauge. Player two, huge chance after that wall splash. Let's loose a boom. The jump, all the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Looking for a hole. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Can this drive bring them back? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Getting the perfect fireball range. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ugh, take a seat. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Sonic Blade to steal a turn. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Keeps them out. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Don't expect me. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Check with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Got their eye on the air. Burnout is triggered. Trying to read each other here? Not having the cross-up. Allows them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. From up above. What's their game plan here? The kick hits! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sonic boom! Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Quick breather. Player 2 holds it. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Risky up-close scrap still going. Here comes the corner pressure. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hit them with a stopping bomb. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Bringing it right up with the shoot. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. Both sides getting ready. Back with the up, tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Okay, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. What'll be the plan here? Let's loose a boom. Blocks the low kick. Player 1 gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks him with the boom. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Okay, take them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Weighs on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. The jumping is denied. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws it. What's next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. This is a huge chance to make a kill. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks him with the boom. Checks him with the projectile. Jumps up. Sonic boom. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Avoid getting stuck in the corner sometimes. Does a good job escaping the corner. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. It's really Rip-off!
That.
Noticeable burnout, but they may have a plan here. Closes it out! Player 2 brings it.